In the ancient forge of life, where steel meets flame and spirit is tested by relentless fire, there lies a truth whispered by the wind through the mountains of Japan. A truth embodied by the samurai's unwavering resolve, the Hagane no Ishi, the steel will. To build an aura is to temper oneself in the crucible of discipline, to craft a presence not born of vanity, but forged by the silent, unyielding spirit known as Shin. Like the timeless dance of fire and iron, this journey demands relentless focus, profound patience, and a heart honed sharper than any blade. This is no fleeting illusion of power, but a living force, an energy that commands respect without a word, that moves unseen, yet felt deeply by all who cross your path. Today I invite you, warriors of the modern age, to commit fully to this path, to stand with us as we forge ourselves anew. Comment X to declare your readiness, subscribe to join our brotherhood and sisterhood of relentless seekers, and know that you are not alone on this journey. Together we embody the spirit of Bushido, embracing impermanence and strength. The discipline of the flame is the heart of forging an unshakable aura, a relentless fire that burns not outwardly in flashes of anger or pride, but inwardly as steady, controlled heat. Like the ancient smith who tends to molten steel, this discipline demands a constant, unwavering attention to the subtle balance between intensity and patience. It is not the quick blaze of a wildfire, but the slow, deliberate burn that strengthens rather than consumes. Every moment becomes a test of will. Will you allow distractions to scatter your focus, or will you hold firm, stoking the flame with actions aligned to purpose? This flame represents your inner drive, the essence of your spirit that refuses to be extinguished by fear, doubt, or complacency. It is cultivated through daily rituals of self-control, rising before dawn to face the day with intention, embracing discomfort as a necessary forge, and persisting when the world tempts you to surrender. The discipline of the flame asks for sacrifice. It demands that you strip away the unnecessary, shedding habits and thoughts that dampen your resolve, much like how a blacksmith removes impurities from the metal. Through this disciplined burning, your aura gains warmth and strength, radiating a quiet confidence that cannot be faked or forced, but only earned. This inner fire also teaches humility, reminding you that true power is forged not through arrogance or haste, but through steadfast patience and respect for the process. The discipline of the flame embodies the paradox of strength through softness, how the flame, though yielding and adaptable, can carve and shape the hardest steel. It invites you to embrace moments of stillness as much as moments of action, knowing both are essential to sustaining the fire over time. This disciplined fire burns away distractions and superficial desires, leaving behind a purified core that reflects your true nature and purpose. In mastering this flame, you learn to command your energy with precision, to focus your presence so sharply it becomes magnetic. This is how an aura is born, not in grand gestures, but in the quiet, persistent forging of the soul, where discipline fuels the fire that ultimately lights the way. The silent presence is the unseen force that defines true aura, an energy so profound it commands attention without a single word. It is the quiet confidence that arises not from boasting or noise, but from a deep-rooted understanding of oneself and the world. Like the stillness before a storm, or the calm surface of a mountain lake, this presence is powerful precisely because it is restrained. It moves through the world with purpose and clarity, untouched by chaos or distraction. Cultivating the silent presence means mastering the art of observation and self-control, learning when to speak and when to remain silent. It is the space between actions where your strength quietly manifests, a reflection of the samurai's poised readiness, always alert yet never frantic. This presence is not an absence of energy, but a concentration of it, a focus center that others instinctively sense and respond to. When you carry the silent presence, your actions speak louder than any words. Your calmness diffuses tension, and your aura becomes a beacon of stability in uncertain times. It requires patience and mindfulness, training yourself to be fully grounded in the moment and aware of your surroundings without being overwhelmed. The silent presence also teaches restraint and respect. The knowledge that true influence arises from humility rather than dominance. It is a balance between being seen and unseen, engaging without overpowering, influencing without controlling. Like the empty space inside a sword's blade, it is the invisible power that gives form and strength to everything around it. Developing this presence demands consistent practice of stillness. Whether in meditation, deliberate breathing, or mindful pauses before responding. It also requires self-awareness to recognize how your energy affects others, adjusting your intensity to maintain harmony and respect. This silent power creates an invisible boundary that protects and commands respect without aggression. It is the essence of the samurai's calm before battle, the quiet force that shifts the tide without drawing attention to itself. The silent presence is a testament to inner mastery, proving that sometimes the most powerful voices are those that remain unheard, yet deeply felt. Mastery of the self is the cornerstone upon which the aura is built. A profound journey inward where one confronts both light and shadow with unflinching honesty. It is the relentless pursuit of understanding one's true nature beyond the masks worn for the world. Like the seasoned warrior who sharpens his blade with care, mastering the self means refining your thoughts, emotions, and habits with deliberate intention. This mastery is not about perfection, but about awareness. Recognizing weaknesses without judgment and transforming them into strengths through disciplined practice. It requires courage to face uncomfortable truths, to silence the inner chaos, and to cultivate a mind that remains steady amidst turmoil. Through this internal alchemy, the restless spirit is tempered into something resilient and clear, no longer swayed by fleeting impulses or external validation. Mastery of the self demands patience and persistence, as the battles within are often more challenging than those fought in the outside world. It is the commitment to daily growth, where each choice becomes a deliberate step toward becoming the person you are meant to be. This path sharpens your presence, making your aura not just an energy projected outward, but a reflection of an unshakable inner foundation. The journey to mastery of the self also teaches humility and balance, reminding you that true strength is born from harmony between mind, body, and spirit. Like the samurai who cultivates both sword and soul, mastering oneself is a continuous process of learning and adaptation. It means cultivating emotional intelligence, understanding your triggers, and choosing responses that serve your highest purpose. This mastery transcends ego, allowing you to act from a place of clarity rather than reaction. It involves embracing both discipline and compassion, being firm with your weaknesses but gentle with your growth. In doing so, you develop an aura that commands respect, not through force, but through authenticity and integrity. Mastery of the self is the silent engine that drives all other aspects of building an aura, transforming chaos into clarity and potential into power, forging you into a true embodiment of strength and presence. The weight of intent is the unseen gravity that anchors every action and thought, giving your presence undeniable power and purpose. It is the force behind a warrior's strike, measured, deliberate, and unyielding. Without intent, energy scatters like smoke in the wind. With it, every movement becomes a statement of will, every word a declaration of resolve. This weight is not burden but a focused strength, a deep commitment to align your actions with your highest values and goals. Like the samurai who steps into battle with unwavering determination, embracing the consequences of each choice, cultivating the weight of intent means living consciously, refusing to drift through life as a passive observer. It demands clarity, knowing not just what you want to achieve, but why it matters so deeply that nothing can sway your course. When your intent is heavy with meaning, your aura becomes magnetic, drawing others into your orbit with a natural authority born from conviction. This power is forged through reflection and discipline, where each decision is weighed carefully, and distractions or doubts are cast aside, like rust from a blade. Holding the weight of intent also cultivates resilience, for a purpose anchored deeply can withstand the storms of external chaos and internal doubt. It teaches that true influence arises not from force or manipulation, but from the integrity of acting in alignment with one's core principles. Like the focused flame of a candle that cuts through darkness, your intent lights the path forward and reveals the way to others. This gravity shapes not only your actions but your energy, transforming presence into presence with meaning. The weight of intent compels you to move with precision and power, making each moment an expression of your true self. It demands accountability, inviting you to take full responsibility for your life and impact. Through embracing this weight, your aura becomes a beacon of purpose, inspiring respect and trust that cannot be shaken by circumstance or doubt. This is how intention transforms mere presence into an unstoppable force. The balance of yin and yang is the delicate harmony between opposing forces within yourself that creates a dynamic and magnetic aura. Like the eternal dance of light and shadow, softness and strength, this balance is the essence of true presence. It is not about suppressing one side to favor the other, but embracing both with equal respect and understanding. The yin represents receptivity, calm and intuition, the quiet waters beneath a storm, while the yang embodies action, power and determination, the raging fire that shapes the world. When these energies flow in equilibrium, they create a fluid strength that is adaptable yet grounded, fierce yet gentle. Cultivating this balance means learning when to advance and when to retreat, when to speak and when to listen, and how to hold your center amidst the shifting tides of life. The samurai understood this instinctively, embodying a spirit that could be both compassionate and relentless, yielding and unbreakable. By embracing the balance of yin and yang, you craft an aura that is alive, unpredictable, and deeply compelling, drawing others in not through force, but through the natural rhythm of your being. This balance also teaches wisdom and resilience, reminding you that rigidity leads to fracture, while flexibility leads to strength. It invites you to move beyond duality and see the interconnectedness of all things, finding power in harmony rather than conflict. Like the interplay of night and day, your presence becomes a living paradox, soft enough to listen, strong enough to act. Practicing this balance requires mindfulness and self-awareness as you constantly adjust to the energies within and around you. It allows you to navigate challenges with grace, responding rather than reacting, and influencing rather than imposing. The balance of yin and yang is the heart of a truly magnetic aura, where opposites unite to form a whole greater than the sum of its parts. Through this equilibrium, you embody the fluid mastery of life itself, commanding respect and admiration, not by dominance, but by the harmonious power of your very existence. The path of endless refinement is the lifelong journey of continual growth and sharpening of both character and skill, much like the samurai's relentless polishing of his blade until it gleams with unmatched clarity and strength. It is the recognition that mastery is never a destination but a process, an unending cycle of learning, failing, adjusting, and rising again. This path demands humility, for it requires admitting that no matter how far you have come, there is always room to improve. It is through this persistent refinement that your aura deepens and expands, gaining layers of wisdom, resilience, and grace. Like a blade forged through countless heats and hammer strikes, your spirit becomes stronger and more defined with every challenge faced and every lesson absorbed. Walking this path means embracing discomfort as a necessary companion, welcoming critique as a guide, and viewing setbacks not as defeat, but as essential steps in your evolution. The path of endless refinement transforms the mundane into the extraordinary, as each moment becomes an opportunity to hone your presence, sharpen your focus, and cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. This journey also teaches patience and perseverance, for true refinement cannot be rushed or forced. It demands a steady commitment to self-awareness, recognizing old patterns that no longer serve you, and consciously choosing new ways to grow. Like the samurai who returns again and again to his training, you learn to embody discipline not as a burden, but as a sacred practice that shapes every aspect of your being. The path of endless refinement invites you to be both student and master, humble enough to learn, confident enough to lead. It is through this balance that your aura matures into something profound and magnetic, a reflection of a spirit continuously forged by the fires of experience and polished by the hands of dedication. In embracing this path, you become a living testament to the power of transformation, embodying an aura that inspires others to embark on their own journey of self-mastery and relentless growth. As we stand now at the threshold of transformation, remember that building an aura is not about fleeting moments of brilliance, but the steady forging of your spirit through discipline, presence, mastery, intent, balance, and endless refinement. Like Musashi's blade, worn yet unbroken, your aura is shaped by every choice you make, every trial you endure, and every moment you commit to becoming more than you were yesterday. This journey demands patience and courage, but it gifts you with an unshakable strength that radiates from within, drawing others not by force, but by the quiet power of authenticity and purpose. Know that you are part of a community of warriors, bound not by blood but by shared resolve. Each step forward an act of defiance against complacency and doubt. Carry these 6 pillars as your armor and guide, for they are the keys to unlocking the presence that commands respect and inspires greatness. Now, take what you have learned and move forward with unwavering resolve, for the path of the aura is endless, and your spirit is destined to shine like the steel tempered in Musashi's fire. Thank you for walking this path together. Let us continue to forge ourselves into legends.